So this is Iswaran from Daily Mirror. There have been reports that Sri Lanka has sought assistance from the Maldives on the Muslim burial issue. Can you confirm this? And if that is the case, what's the logic behind this? And is there a contradictory view? Like we see the Prime Minister saying that land has to be sought in Sri Lanka to bury Muslim COVID victims, whereas now it seems the President is asking the Maldives to send the bodies there. I mean, aren't these people Sri Lankans? Why are we sending the bodies to the Maldives?
Sharon, initially I must say, when you say that the government has decided, I'm refuting that because there is no decision by the government. The government decision is based on the expert advice, right? So it is not the cabinet or members of the cabinet or the Prime Minister who have decided this entire scenario that you are discussing. What happened at the initial stages, when the WHO said that it has to be country specific, we referred this to an expert committee. And from time to time, we have been taking their views. And whenever there are certain requests and some appeals from various quarters, interest quarters, we have referred that to the expert committee. And we strongly believe that if you appoint a committee of that nature, then you need to take their advice. Otherwise, you don't appoint them. You know, just make arbitrary decisions. So we have decided to take decisions and from the appointed expert committee, and that is where it stands. Supposing if somebody has suggested that this could be taken elsewhere, and that will be referred again to the expert committee, and on that basis, that we will make the final decision on that.
Mr. May I just Amal here? May I ask this question? Amal from AFP. Minister, the question that we want to raise is that yesterday the Maldivian foreign minister says that they received a request from Sri Lanka, and they say specifically from the Sri Lankan president to bury Sri Lankan Muslims who die of COVID to be buried in the Maldives. So has the government of Sri Lanka actually made that request to the Maldives to repatriate bodies of Sri Lankan Muslims who die of coronavirus to the Maldives? Well, have you actually made that request?
To my knowledge, and spokesman, we have never discussed anything at the cabinet of that sort. What we heard was that there was deputation made to the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister had looked at it in a usual manner as the Prime Minister. As he explained, I think my good friend Gamampil explained with regard to the prisoners, the political prisoners. So that is where it stands at the moment.
So do you think that the Maldivian foreign minister, is he misinformed, or is he sort of jumping the gun? Why do you think that the foreign minister of a neighboring country would actually use the name of the Sri Lankan president to say that a request has been made?
I understand that. I mean, that's a serious thing. So as far as we are concerned, at the cabinet, nothing was discussed yesterday. But I'll definitely verify that and come back to you.
www.headlinenews.lk Palamuin Idriyen